Hey guys, Colton here with Town & Country TV and TC Customs, and today we have some amazing news. We finally got our hands on a long-awaited product. This Badlands Bronco is going to get a BDS coilover lift kit. 2 years ago when we went to SEMA, they announced this lift kit. We saw a few on a bunch of different vehicles, but we have not got to see one in person yet. But we finally got the product in, we finally got the right customer, and they're going to have this thing upfitted with a BDS coilover and a few other options. I can't wait for y'all to see it. Stay tuned, we're going to talk about the product, and you're going to see this thing completely finished. All right, here it is. We've got it done. We've got the BDS coilover on this Bronco. We're gonna go over a few things that set this thing apart and kind of explain to you why it may have taken a little while for them to come out with this. So as mentioned, when I actually was at the 2021 SEMA convention, we did see a lot of these kits kind of out and about, and we heard about them, but up until recently, they really didn't start shipping. And this is actually the first one we were able to actually get our hands on. We may have been a little late in the line to get ours, but it's kind of weird that it took a little while for them to get it. And I think a lot of it had to do with, again, COVID and raw material constraints, and Fox having a lot of different companies they're supplying for. You know, they're not only an aftermarket supplier of aftermarket, suspension, they're also supplying, Ford and other companies such as Toyota with stock suspension. So they've got a lot under their belt, and sometimes this stuff kind of gets pushed to the wayside because they're having to supply these manufacturers with suspension over just the aftermarket side. So while we're down here, we can kind of talk about some of the things that make this lift kit so unique. And again, it is a lift kit, so it's going to come with everything you need to lift your vehicle. It's not just a set of coilovers and have a good day. You actually get these tubular upper control arms with aftermarket ball joints. Again, it's not the OEM style ball joint. It's going to be better for articulation. It's going to have more movement, but it's also going to limit you where you need it, and it's going to last longer. You also get these Fox coilovers in the nice silver finish. Again, these are all aluminum bodied coilovers with a 7/8 inch hardened chrome shaft in there. And again, that's going to lend to better travel and dampening and make sure everything works right. Again, these are fully adjustable, so you can go up and down with these things if you want, kind of adjusting the height to your need and your preference. Along with that, you get dual speed compression dampening control. That just helps you kind of change up depending on if you're on-roading a lot, off-roading a lot, if you're going high speed off-roading, or if you're doing low speed off-roading. You kind of fine tune that suspension to exactly how you want it. And you get that in the front and the rears. It's not just tied into the front. Very recently, from what I've seen, BDS or Sport Truck USA actually picked up JKS, which is a pretty cool thing because they have a few different options. They're more fabrication side over suspension side, and they have stuff like these A-arm skid plates, these tie rod sleeves, and these are things that you can add to this kit. So again, making a more rounded, more full-size kit. It's not just, again, a coilover and that's it. It is a full kit that you can bolt on and be ready to off-road at any time. This customer does plan on off-roading this. Again, it's a Badlands, so we needed to find some way to protect the sides of this thing for this customer, and he wanted to opt for the Rockside Engineering step rails. Again, these are super sturdy, super strong. They say you can put the whole weight of the vehicle on this and not have any issues, but again, it gives you that option to be able to have an electric step rail while keeping your vehicle protected from anything that may happen to it. One of our other favorite coilover kits is going to be the Fabtech. We do sell a lot of those. It's one of our favorite brand. BDS kind of directly competes with Fabtech. They're both very high-end, very high-quality coilover kits that you can get for the Bronco, and I kind of want to go over a couple things that are a little different between the two. Number one, they're both coilover kits, and they have remote reservoirs, and they come with everything you need, including upper control arms to make it a full kit and have this thing thrown on and ready. But one thing that the BDS coilover kit actually has is that dual speed compression dampening adjustment. So you can always go in here and, like I said, on the fly, make it a little softer, a little harder, whatever you're kind of going for that day. Again, high speed, low speed, crawling, street riding. You have that ability to adjust for that and make that work exactly how you want to, front, rear, corner to corner, however you want. One of the things you do get with the base Fabtech coilover kit is going to be adjustable rear trailing arms. The base kit for the BDS does not come with rear adjustable trailing arms, but they do have an option to add those in later on, which this customer did opt for. He does have those, so he met that need right there. But if you're going kit for kit off the base kit, you don't actually get adjustable rear trailing arms for the price of the base kit. Just like in the front, this customer opted for the coilover skid plates here on the bottom. You can kind of see they protect the bottom of the coilover to make sure it doesn't get damaged under, different off-roading situations. Another option they opted for was the adjustable rear track bar, and this helps center out the actual rear end of the vehicle. That's one of the things you don't get with a Fabtech base lift kit either, but again, it's an option that you can add on to the kit if needed. One big move that BDS has made pretty recently is they used to have a couple different options for coilovers. They had the base coilover kit and the Performance Elite series. What they've essentially done is that they're going all to the Performance Elite series. They're trying to limit the amount of SKUs they have for each vehicle and kind of help it out with production and get more out by having less SKUs again to make. The original ones had different materials between steel and aluminum and stuff like that, but these are going to be all aluminum bodies now, and all components are going to be aluminum and everything, and that kind of helps them again button down the SKU numbers. And they figured, well, if someone's spending $5,000 or so on a lift kit and the next one up's $5,300, you know, what's the big difference? Why not just go and make that one? The guy that's going to spend $5,000 is probably going to spend $5,300, and again, it kind of helps out as well, because then you don't have to go back and forth scratching your head whether or not you need to spend the extra few $100s. You're going to get what you get, and it's going to be a good quality product that's top of the line, and again, it's going to make it a lot easier to get it to you faster. So since we put a really awesome set of coilovers on this thing, we had to put a set of awesome wheels and tires on here, and that's where we picked up a set of RTR wheels that we got on here. These are 17x9s. We wrapped that in a 37-1250 R17 Nitto Recon grappler. You know, we're pretty hard on the Ridge grappler, but Mitchell actually talked to Vaughn, and he swears by the Recon grappler, so that's what we went with on this build, and we've really liked them. They're really quiet, but they perform really well. Again, one cool thing about this is you've got this awesome coilover kit with these 37s, and this thing can articulate as much as possible and not have any issues. You know, it is a Badland, so it's got the sway bar disconnect, and this thing can flex as far as you need it to and not run into any kind of issues at all. There it is, guys, our first Bronco on a set of BDS coilovers. Again, long awaited. Super excited to finally see this kit in person, touch it, feel it, smell it, experience it. Super excited the customer upgraded with the skid plates and the trailing arms and the adjustable track bar. That really adds to this whole lift kit, makes it really awesome. I hope you like seeing this. I hope you like learning about this BDS coilover kit. If you have any more questions, you can call us or email us on the links below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.